shot from down there.
Çık. Bir düştü. Çıktı. At.
Hello everyone. I've been on countless wild boar hunting trips, but this encounter is truly an unforgettable challenge deep in the dense forest. The tracks of a massive wild boar appeared, weighing over 300 kilograms, strong and extremely aggressive. One accurate shot could turn me from a hunter into prey. How will this intense showdown unfold? Leave a comment number 1 and stay tuned to witness this thrilling hunt. Wild boars pose a major threat to agriculture and ecosystems, rapidly reproducing in favorable natural conditions and causing severe damage to crops, especially those weighing between 300 to 400 albs with sharp, dangerous tusks. Therefore, hunting wild boars not only protects agricultural land but also presents an exciting challenge for hunters like us. As soon as we received the report of a massive wild boar's appearance, we immediately set off. Our hearts were pounding, filled with both excitement and tension. This was no ordinary prey. It was powerful, cunning, and could strike back at any moment. One single mistake could turn us into the prey. Our team quickly gathered to devise a meticulous plan for the hunt. The dense green forest swayed gently in the wind, concealing mysterious movements within. We heightened our focus, carefully scanning the area, leaving no sign overlooked. Suddenly, our hunting dogs grew restless, barking loudly and charging in one direction. They had caught the scent of the prey. Without hesitation, we followed right behind, every sense on high alert.
Bir düştü. Bir saniye. Bir açığa çıksın da. Çıktı.
Then the silhouette of the wild beast emerged. Without hesitation, I raised my rifle, took aim and fired. The shot rang out and the first prey fell. The first victory sparked an intense wave of excitement within the team. We pressed on, working in perfect sync, taking down each wild boar with precise and decisive shots. It was a hunt full of drama, adrenaline, and above all, the thrill of conquering these fierce creatures. On the other side of the mountain peak, a herd of wild boars moved slowly, completely unaware that death was drawing near. Then the decisive moment arrived. A gunshot echoed, ending the life of the first boar. The rest of the herd panicked, but their fate had already been sealed. Moving silently deeper into the forest along a narrow path, we'd unexpectedly encountered an uninvited guest. A sharp gunshot shattered the silence, and the wild boar fell amidst the underbrush, bathed in the fiery glow of the setting sun. The last rays of sunlight pierced through the thick clouds, reflecting off the muddy ground as we moved forward, guns ready. The tension in the air was palpable, with the only sound being the rustling of dry leaves beneath our feet. Somewhere in the distance, the prey was hiding in the thick brush. The barking of the dogs grew louder, signaling the alarm. It was time. Suddenly, nearly 10 wild boars charged out at once, a truly dramatic moment. After a night of rest, we continued our journey to another mountain area. The silence was almost eerie, broken only by the howling wind and the sound of bullets being loaded into our rifles. A tense battle was about to unfold, where skill and patience would decide everything. To increase our chances of success, we split into teams, each taking a different position. Now, all that was left was to wait for the target to appear. The dog's barking grew louder, signaling that the moment had come. The first shot missed. I took a deep breath, adjusted my aim, and steadied myself. This time, the massive beast fell, struggling in its final moments. Gunshots rang out one after another in the forest, marking the fall of 3 more targets. But the battle was far from over. The hunt was still long. Not far from here, on another mountain, we found another herd of wild boars. After a thorough survey, we took action. In the end, the hunt concluded, with the wild boars falling one by one after a tense chase. This was not just a dramatic challenge, but a necessary action to protect crops from the destruction caused by these animals. Share your thoughts about this video in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to follow more exciting wild boar hunts. The roar of the engine shattered the stillness of the vast land as the helicopter flew over the field below. The wild boars ran for their lives, their dark bodies trying to hide in the thick bushes. I held my breath, my finger tightening on the trigger, knowing that in just a few seconds, a massive boar would become the first target of this hunt. Do you support wild boar hunting by helicopter? If you do, leave a comment with the number 2. Welcome to the wild boar hunting by helicopter. Don't be mistaken, wild boars are not just helpless animals. In many parts of the world, especially in the US and Australia, they have become a serious threat to agriculture and ecosystems. As a result, the government has authorized wild boar hunting by helicopter to control their rapidly increasing numbers. But does this method really work? This video will provide the answer. From the sky, the chaotic scene is clear as the sound of the helicopter engine roars, and the entire herd of wild boars immediately panics, desperately searching for a way to escape. They charge wildly into the nearby dry forest, trying to use the complex terrain to hide. The pilot quickly lowers the altitude, flying the helicopter right above the herd of boars. The strong wind from the helicopter's propellers stirred up dust, shaking the air. I held my breath, focusing on the target. The first target was the largest wild boar in the herd. I squeezed the trigger, and a loud bang rang out as the bullet hit the animal's shoulder, causing it to stagger and collapse onto the dry ground. The remaining boars became even more panicked. I tried to aim at another boar in the chaotic crowd, but in just a split second, the entire herd disappeared behind the thick vegetation. I couldn't let them get too far. I signaled the pilot to continue the chase. The helicopter changed direction, flying in circles over the forest, ready for the next thrilling pursuit. As we flew along the forest, we suddenly spotted another herd of wild boars hiding beneath the thick canopy. Without hesitation, I raised my rifle and aimed straight at the target. A loud bang echoed, but the bullet missed. The male boar let out a frantic roar and darted swiftly through the bushes.
Hold your fire, hold your fire.
Wild boars are already agile, and now they became even harder to catch as they were triggered by the gunshots. With the helicopter constantly moving, accurate targeting became a real challenge, requiring excellent gun control and sniper experience. Meanwhile, the remaining boars had scattered in different directions. I quickly memorized their paths, assigned formations, and began a new pursuit. This time, the goal was to completely eliminate the threat, ensuring the area around the farm was free of any wild boars.
Hold fire. All right.
The helicopter slowly descended as we entered the thick grass area where the remaining wild boars were hiding. We glided closely beneath the tree canopy, eyes focused on every bush. As expected, the sound of the helicopter's engine became too much for the boars to bear, causing them to panic and burst out of their hiding spots, scattering across the open space in a desperate attempt to escape. At that moment, I opened fire, each shot ringing out decisively, without hesitation, each one accurate, taking down the boars as they were still trying to escape. In just 3 minutes, 5 wild boars had fallen to the ground, ending their hopeless flight. We were preparing to conclude the hunt after a long day of pursuit, but at that moment, an unexpected sight appeared before us. A massive herd of wild boars gathered in the open space. Seeing this as a great opportunity, the pilot immediately lowered the altitude, keeping the helicopter stable. I quickly took my position, and a precise shot rang out, the bullet hitting its weak point, causing it to fall instantly. The remaining wild boars panicked, trying to find a way to escape, but the open terrain made their efforts futile. With no trees or bushes to hide in, they were completely exposed under our sights.
Hold fire.
Taking advantage of the situation, my teammates and I kept firing, each wild boar being taken down. In just 10 minutes, the entire herd was wiped out, marking the end of the decisive hunt. By the end of the trip, the number of wild boars eliminated exceeded expectations, helping the farm avoid a serious destructive season. Did this hunt surprise you? Leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to see more thrilling hunts. Hello everyone, why is lion hunting legal in South Africa? And what makes hunters willing to spend up to $50,000 on this hunt? Is it for adventure, conservation, or something more? As hunters step into the wild, they face challenges that go beyond the thrill of the chase. What makes this experience so captivating? Are you ready to join us? If you are, leave a comment with the number 1 to begin the journey. Did you know that over 28 countries protect lions, viewing them not only as predators but also as an important symbol of strength and wildness? Conservation efforts, costing up to $100 million per year, aim to protect these majestic creatures for future generations and boost tourism. In Tanzania, lion hunting is strictly prohibited to promote ecotourism. However, in South Africa, hunters are willing to pay up to $50,000 for a legal lion hunt. What happens when this controversial activity clashes with global conservation goals? It all started in the late 1980s when South Africa faced a catastrophic decline in its lion population. Habitat loss and rapid poaching quickly pushed lions to the brink of extinction. In a desperate move, conservationists made the controversial decision in 1996 to legalize trophy hunting. These hunts funded conservation efforts. What began as a gamble exploded into a large-scale organized industry. The excitement reached its peak when the first 150 permits were issued, and hunters flocked from all over the world to hunt in the vast reserves of Limo and Panga. Each hunter had to secure a professional hunting license, with only 10% passing the rigorous exam testing their knowledge of South Africa's wildlife. The stakes were high, and the government closely monitored every move, knowing that a single mistake could spark global outrage. The use of firearms is strictly controlled, with only large-caliber rifles like the 375 Haitian Magnum allowed to ensure a quick and humane kill of the lions. A team of 4, consisting of a hunter, a guide, and 2 trackers, ventures deep into the forest. The hunters typically keep their rifles on tripods to stabilize them, aiming for more precise shots.
Ronald.
Once again, tension fills the air, as a small mistake could turn the hunter from predator to prey in just a few seconds. Trophy hunting in South Africa officially became legal in 1996. By 2018, the industry was generating over $200 million in annual revenue, supporting conservation efforts. However, strict limits are in place, with only 300 lions allowed to be hunted each year. Although these hunts help generate funds for conservation areas and combat poaching, hunters who violate any laws, such as hunting more lions than allowed, will face heavy fines of up to $10,000 and the suspension of their hunting licenses.
Again, if you can. Wait for him to get up. If you get up, you can.
It's done.
Good shot.
Thank you.
Very good.
Well done. Thanks.
In 2015, trophy hunting in South Africa reached its peak with one of the largest lions ever hunted, weighing up to 600 olives. The value for hunters is not just the thrill, but also the prestige and recognition. With hunting fees sometimes exceeding $50,000, the reward is not just the trophy but also the acknowledgement, helping hunters secure a place among the elite. Do you agree with the methods of South African hunters? If so, leave a comment with the number 2. If not, leave a comment with the number 5.
Shoot again. Right, reload, I've got you. Okay, take another shot. Good. Reload.
To hunt lions in South Africa, hunters must meet strict physical requirements to ensure their eyesight and overall health are up to the challenge. They must be at least 2 meters tall and demonstrate endurance through a required physical fitness test. The permitted shooting distance ranges from 50 to 100 yards, depending on the terrain and conditions, to ensure an accurate and humane shot.
Okay, if you're ready, Stefan, you can take him. Another shot.
The other guy.
You got you.
In the open terrain of South Africa, where there is little cover from trees, hunters must move very carefully to avoid being detected by the lions. Slow, deliberate steps, using the wind to control scent, are key. Understanding lion behavior can increase the hunt's success rate by up to 30%. Experienced hunters with knowledge of tracking and stalking navigate the dangers more safely, knowing when to advance and when to retreat. Hunters are required to regularly update their hunting information on the official page of South Africa's Department of Environmental Affairs or the designated hunting organization managing the area, such as the Professional Hunters Association of South Africa, PHASA. Keeping this information up to date helps ensure compliance with regulations, allows for accurate tracking of hunting activities, and supports conservation efforts by providing accurate data. Lion hunting activities in South Africa have been updated through this video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below the video so we can respond immediately. If you want to know about any animal, leave a comment, and don't forget to like the video to stay updated with us. Thank you, and please watch the next video.
Hello everyone. Can you imagine a peaceful life suddenly disrupted by baboons appearing everywhere? This is happening in many cities across the state of Mississippi. According to the Mississippi Environmental Protection Agency, these baboons cause up to $15 million in damage each year. What do you think is the most suitable solution? Based on data from the Animal Health Department over the past 4 years, there have been more than 1,000 recorded attacks by baboons in Florida. These attacks have injured at least 100 people, some of whom had to be hospitalized. Baboons throw objects at tourists and are ready to attack to compete for food, causing chaos on the streets.
Just walk away.
Recently, their intrusion into residential areas has become a serious problem. The main cause is the decline of their natural habitat due to deforestation and human encroachment into forest areas, forcing them to search for new food sources and living spaces. To address the situation, since 2020, the Mississippi state government has introduced a controversial solution: controlled hunting. However, not everyone can participate. Hunters must be 18 years or older, have a valid city hunting license, and possess a firearm certification. This activity is only permitted in designated suburban and rural areas.
Finally.
Low recoil rifles are the preferred weapon, and hunting young or pregnant baboons is strictly prohibited. Baboons are highly intelligent animals, usually living in small groups of 2 to 5 individuals. To hunt them successfully, hunters need camouflage skills, patience, and keen observation abilities. They must hide in their natural environment, remain completely silent, and wait for the right moment. Hunting requires intense concentration and a high level of professional experience. Beginners need thorough training to improve their skills and understand the behavior of the animals before participating in actual hunting activities. The hunting program achieved significant results in 2023. Official figures show that around 9,500 baboons were eliminated. While impressive, experts believe that this number is still not enough to fully control the primate population. However, this effort has had a positive impact. The Mississippi Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that the hunting program contributed to a 20% reduction in the baboon population from 2021 to 2023. Hunters here reported that they faced many challenges due to harsh weather and steep terrain. Temperatures can reach up to 95 degrees Fahrenheit, around 35 degrees Celsius. Hunters built camouflage tents from simple materials and used fruit baits like ripe oranges, bananas, and apples. Professional hunting weapons and long-range binoculars helped them observe and shoot accurately from a safe distance. After many hours of patient waiting, they successfully took down 5 baboons. The hunters used dark camouflage outfits to secretly approach their prey. They closed in on their targets at a distance of 50 to 100 feet, about 15 to 30 meters. At this range, the hunters could aim and shoot accurately while remaining safe and difficult to detect. The weapons are provided by the Hunting Management Agency, and after the hunting season is completed, hunters must return the guns to the authorities to prevent them from being used for other purposes. The hunting season begins in September and lasts until January of the following year, and it is strictly regulated to help control and maintain the balance of the natural ecosystem. Each hunter must register and obtain a hunting license before participating, and this license requires reporting the number of baboons hunted. The government organizes community education activities on hunting and how to handle situations when attacked by baboons. Each year, the state of Mississippi offers these courses twice, in early spring and early fall. These times are chosen to ensure that people have enough time to prepare and equip themselves with the necessary knowledge before the hunting season begins. These courses typically include both theoretical and practical sessions. Hunting baboons harshly is certainly not without controversy, especially from animal protection organizations. This raises the question of why the state of Mississippi doesn't use more humane measures. However, when faced with reality, humane measures such as birth control, relocation, or hunting bans encounter many challenges in preventing attacks and controlling the increasing baboon population. These measures are often costly, require significant resources, and take a long time to see results. Meanwhile, controlled hunting, if done properly, can help maintain ecological balance and ensure community safety. Which method do you support? Please comment below the description. Hit the like button if you support hunting activities, and comment with the number 1 if you think hunting methods are necessary right now in the state of Mississippi. Thank you, and we invite you to continue exploring our journey in dealing with invasive species in our next episodes. Have you ever imagined ferocious elephants rampaging through a new neighborhood? Join me as we explore how skilled farmers are facing this challenging situation and protecting their daily lives. If you're ready for an exciting journey into the world of these incredible creatures, leave a comment with the number 1 and share your thoughts in the comment section below. They typically weigh between 8,960 and 13,440 pounds and are adaptable to various habitats, including forests, savannas, and water bodies. These magnificent mammals are commonly found across Southeast Asia, with thriving populations in countries such as India and Sri Lanka. Their remarkable ability to thrive in diverse environments highlights their strength and adaptability, making them one of the most fascinating animals on the planet. Notably, the gestation period for elephants lasts up to 22 months, making it one of the longest among mammals. After giving birth, the female elephant plays a crucial role in caring for and protecting her calf. This maternal investment lasts for several years, during which the mother ensures her calf is well nourished and safeguarded from various dangers. With an omnivorous diet that includes a variety of fruits and vegetables, elephants exhibit a strong nature and possess large, imposing bodies, which often lead to aggressive behaviors. Their size and strength make them formidable, and their aggressive tendencies can pose significant challenges to both wildlife communities and humans. Elephants have become a significant threat as they increasingly venture onto roads, engaging in fights that cause severe traffic jams and chaos. Their boldness doesn't stop there. These powerful animals are also known to attack vehicles, causing substantial property damage and posing serious threats to human safety. The situation has become even more severe as elephants grow bolder, directly attacking homes and endangering the lives of residents, leaving communities in a state of fear and panic. The relentless elephant attacks have pushed the community to its breaking point, forcing them to call upon top hunters to address this escalating threat. These skilled hunters, equipped with sophisticated hunting techniques and unparalleled precision, have been called upon to restore safety and order. With their expertise, they have taken on the daunting task of managing these powerful elephants, with the goal of protecting the lives and property of the affected residents. Shooting elephants is a challenging and dangerous task that requires exceptional skill, patience, and courage. Professional hunters are typically equipped with modern weapons and must undergo rigorous training to ensure they can handle difficult situations when confronting these massive and aggressive animals. When hunting, the hunters must approach cautiously, maintaining a safe distance and aiming precisely to take down the target quickly and effectively. This careful approach is essential to minimize risk to themselves and others nearby. However, this activity is highly controversial, as elephants are culturally and ecologically significant animals. Hunting them not only harms the ecosystem, but also provokes strong opposition from animal protection organizations and the international community. How do you think these skilled hunters have dealt with these powerful elephants? Please leave your comments in the section below.